Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. We're so happy that you connected to watch this video today and this live session that we're streaming out on Facebook, YouTube, and other channels. And today we're going to be talking about a very important aspect, which is school supplies. Now, as you all know, one of our focus as an organization is empowering education, figuring out how we can help kids in Africa receive a better education. We have found out from our research that only 1 in 3 kids have the school supplies that they need to be able to learn in school. Imagine if you went to school and you didn't have school supplies. I mean, if you didn't have a pencil, you didn't have a notebook, what would you be able to learn? No kid should be in that situation. So since inception, we have been focusing on education, and one of the components of education, of course, is ensuring that kids have school supplies. So we have provided school supplies to tens of thousands of kids since 2006. For example, there's a girl here called Edna, who is one of the girls that we provided school supplies, and we've sent school supplies to kids in several countries, ranging from Tanzania all the way on the east coast of Africa, to Sierra Leone, to Cameroon, to Nigeria, to Niger, to Liberia. And we're so thankful that many of these supplies are actually sent to us from individuals, groups all over the world, from as far away as Australia, from the Ireland, from Spain, Italy, in Canada, in the US. And we could not do this without people like you. So we want to first of all say thank you, and thank you for helping us collect school supplies, for sending us school supplies. We could not do this without you. And you are the reason why we're able to do this. So we wanted to provide to you an opportunity to learn more about school supplies drives, which is basically a situation where one person, you get to learn about a kid called Jared in one of the videos, where one person can make a difference, or a group, a Girl Scout group, or a class could decide that they're going to do a school supplies drive. So the video, we have a couple pre-recorded videos that we'll be showing, walk you through that process. How do you do a school supplies drive? And it also, another segment also answers questions that you may have on running a school supplies drive. So that's what we'll be sharing with you today. And we hope this will help answer any questions you have about running school supplies drive. There will be a link to a Facebook group where you can join. And in that group, you can see what other people are, other questions they have. But we know that this is a very important aspect of what we're doing as a service. And you are a very important part of helping us to provide this, help provide these school supplies. So please go ahead and check out these videos, clips that we're showing. If you have any questions, let us know. And thank you for taking the time to learn more about this. And we sure appreciate having you as part of a team making a huge difference in Africa. Thank you, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Jared. Can you imagine trying to do a math problem without a pencil sharpener, and most importantly, an eraser? Children in Africa are in desperate need of school supplies. With your help, we can bring the children the supplies they need to receive a better education.
You need crayons, pencils, colored pencils, pencil sharpeners, erasers, and pencil cases. After you donate the supplies, we pack it and it's ready to ship.
How to run a school supplies drive, and for anybody who's interested in doing that, it's meeting a need. You know, a lot of the students in Africa, all over in the different countries, do not have school supplies at all, or have very, very limited school supplies, sometimes having to share one pencil amongst multiple students. So it is a definite need and something that makes a humongous difference to students that receive school supplies. Where you need to go to our website at developafrica.org. You can also click on those links, and you are welcome to send me an email anytime with any questions that you may have about holding a school supplies drive, or what school supplies we need, where they're going to go, or any other questions that you have. You can email me at Amy, A-M-Y, at developafrica.org. They're on your screen as well. So how do you hold a school supplies? Well, here are the steps that we suggest to hold a successful school supplies drive. First off, you need to choose the dates and drop-off locations, and also have some large boxes for people to donate supplies to if you're dropping them off in a location. The dates can be where somebody brings them to your home, to your school, to your office, and the boxes would just obviously be to collect the school supplies that are being dropped off, and you certainly want to let people know what dates you're going to be collecting the school supplies, whether it's a day, a week, a month, or even a semester for school. Just make sure that that's clear to anybody who may be wanting to donate to the school supplies. And so we then know what's going on, and we would ask that you also, once you determine when you're holding it and where you're holding, that you fill out our online drive registration form. And again, any questions, Amy at developafrica.org. I'll be happy to help you out. Next step is got it set up. You let us know what you're doing. Next thing is to let people know that this is what you're doing. So promote it throughout your school, your business, around your neighborhood and your community. However you are, whatever your group is that you're collecting from, please make sure that they're aware. You can send it in a newspaper press release. You can create a flyer to post around your business, post around your school. We have some flyers that you can edit and update based on what you want on this link. And again, any questions or any trouble getting to any of these, you are welcome to email me at any time at amy@developafrica.org. Next step is take pictures. And by all means, please send them to us so that not only can you share the pictures with your friends and contacts, but that we can share your pictures as well. And just note that if you are sending them to me, if you do not want them published on our website or on our social media, please let me know that. Otherwise, certainly we would want to let everybody know what you're doing as well. And we love sharing pictures of our group. The next step is after you collect the supplies, you've held your drive, you've got your stuff. Now you know what you need to put it together to ship it out to us. So the more information you can give me, it doesn't need to be exact, but for example, we will be shipping 3 boxes out on September 20th. That would be the information that I would need so that I know what to look for. And if I only have 2 boxes from you guys that come in on one day, then I know another box is on its way. Also is very helpful if you include that information inside each box. Because once again, if I have 2 boxes and I'm not sure, it'll say 1 of 3, 2 of 3. I'll know there's a 3rd box that we're waiting on. And I'll also be able to know who to reach out to if we don't find the box, or if we have any information that we need to get back to you. In addition to, of course, being able to send our thank yous and keep you guys up to date on where your supplies are when they've been distributed. So please make sure that information is in there. If you've held like a class school supply drive and there's multiple people on your team, just make sure that I'm aware of who all needs a thank you, and I will be happy to send each individual person a thank you for their participation in holding the drive. Same if you have anybody donating money for school supplies that want a tax receipt or information back from me, just make sure I have that individual information. Here's a basic list of our needed school supplies. A lot of them are very similar to what we would use in other areas of the world. Just keep in mind that most of these students do not have electricity at their homes, so solar lights are very helpful. And most other items are pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't see something on the list, it doesn't mean it's not needed. Just send me an email and ask, and I will be happy to let you know if that item is in fact needed, or if if that's not useful to the students. So again, please don't hesitate to email me, amy@developafrica.org, if you have any questions about what is or is not useful to the students. And as I said before, send us photos. Please send us photos. We enjoy seeing what you guys are doing, and we love being able to share it on our website and through our social media. So please do email me if you have photos that you are willing to share. You can see we have one of our 2 students in the photo here that held a school supply drive in the recent past. So please send it to us. And lastly, join our Facebook group. Again, opportunity to share it, even if maybe you don't want it being shared on our primary website or on our social media. If you just want it shared amongst this group, this is a great group to ask questions, send information to, let people know what you're doing. So please click on the link or send me an email if you need the link, and I will do that. And we hope that you'll join and start making posts on there about different supplies, dates, ideas, tips, whatever relating to school supplies that you need. Again, anything that I didn't cover that you have questions about or suggestions about, please don't hesitate to send me an email at amy@developafrica.org. Thank you again. We look forward to getting your school supplies soon. want to cover some frequently asked questions when you are collecting and donating school supplies that perhaps you would have, or perhaps some individuals that are collecting and donating school supplies for you would have. Of course, this is not all of the questions. You are certainly welcome to email me anytime or call the office anytime for any questions that are not covered here. My email again is amy, A-M-Y, @developafrica.org. So who can hold a school supplies drive? Anyone. Everyone can. You can be a student in a classroom doing it for a class project. You can be a Girl Scout, a Boy Scout, doing your projects. You can be a teacher, a business owner, an entire school, an entire club, an entire organization or group. There's no restriction. You do not need to be a certain age. You do not need to collect a certain amount of school supplies. Anybody can hold a school supplies drive. What items should you collect? Well, here is a list of items that are definitely useful. There's no electricity in a lot of the homes, so solar lights are something that a lot of students need for studying. Of course, like any student, being able to have a backpack or a bag of some sort to carry your school supplies and books in is necessary. Notebooks is one of the top items needed, for taking notes and doing schoolwork. Umbrellas and rain jackets are very helpful because there's a lot of rainy season and a lot of the students walk to school and back. So being able to have something keep them dry is quite useful. And common stuff that all students need: rulers, pencils, erasers, pencil sharpeners, pens, calculators for older students, graph paper, regular loose leaf colored pencils, crayons, and markers for art and drawing, chalk for blackboards, because a lot of student classrooms are set up with blackboards still. For older students, certainly laptops, and younger ones for Kindles and e-readers to be able to read and do other work on their dictionaries, water bottles, paper, certainly open to arts and craft items, science equipment, pencil boxes, cases, and then if you happen to be a business or someone who helps with events or anybody that's come across where you would have multiple branded items, not a problem. We'll be happy to accept them as well. But again, anytime you have questions, this is not an exclusive list. And we do the new and or gently used, but please feel free to reach out to me anytime if you have questions. And as I was just saying, do we accept used school supplies? Yes, we welcome gently used school supplies. If it's not something that you feel you would pass along to somebody else to use, then maybe don't donate that. And as I said before, branded items, absolutely no problem. Feel free to email me anytime. You can send photos if you want to make sure it's not too used before you send it, or if it's something not on the list that you're not sure about. Again, please feel free to email me. Another question we get a lot is, can you include a letter or a note? And yes, you're welcome to do that. But your school supplies are going to be donated to a classroom. It's not necessarily going to go to an individual student who would be able to write back to you specifically. So certainly a student or the classroom would receive the note, seeing that it came from, they would read your note in the class, but they wouldn't be writing a letter back to you. It's not a pen pal system. So our suggestion or recommendation is, if you do in fact want to have a relationship with a specific student, then we suggest that you sponsor a child. And we have classrooms that sponsor children. You can sponsor children as a club. You can sponsor children as a business. It does not have to be an individual sponsoring a child. And you can do it you can do a one-time donation for the year, or you can do a monthly donation, quarterly donation. There's a lot of different ways and opportunities. We have a school that sponsors 3 of our children, and they hold one annual fundraiser each year to support those 3 children. Perfectly fine with us. It doesn't, whatever way works for you guys is fine. You can learn more about our child sponsorship program at developafrica.org/child-sponsorship. Please feel free to ask me any questions if you have any regarding sponsorship or what your options and opportunities are. Another common question is, where can I drop off or ship my school supplies? Our office is located in Johnson City, Tennessee. So if that is close enough to you to drop your items off, absolutely feel free to drop off your items at our office. If you are close to New Brunswick, New Jersey, or Glen Burnie, Maryland, then there are also shipping companies in those 2 areas that you are welcome to drop off your supplies. But if you do that, then we ask that you please cover the shipping cost to ship it directly from the shipping company. If you're outside of the United States, we ask that you check with us. We do have a shipping organization in London. However, there are some customs and issues that we may run into. So by all means, please check with us first. Otherwise, you can ship them directly to our office, and you can see our address, phone number, and my email there. So please feel free to reach out anytime with questions on that. And then the next common question is, where are my school supplies going? It's great. You've held the drive, you've collected 5 boxes, 2 boxes, you've shipped them to us, and now where are they going? Primarily, they're going to Sierra Leone. And there are schools within Freetown, Bow, McKinney, and Kamowarney that we work with directly. But we also have schools that we work with in Liberia, Ghana, Cameroon, and Nigeria. We've even sent school supplies to other countries, such as Senegal, Niger, and Tanzania. If you have a specific area that you're interested in, and if you don't see it on this list, we possibly do not have the ability to get the school supplies there. But by all means, feel free to check with us if there's an area or a school that you're hoping to support. But we can't, outside of these areas, we can't promise that they would be able to go there. So regarding shipping, as I said, you are welcome to drop the supplies off if you live in an area that's close enough. But if not, then yes, you do need to cover the shipping cost to us, because not only do they need to get to our office, they need to then get shipped to Africa, and it gets very expensive, as you may be familiar with, and maybe you're not. But due to that, we can't cover 2 sets of shipping. So you need to cover the shipping costs or drop off to us. And then again, we have to cover shipping costs to Africa as well. So we greatly appreciate, not required, but we greatly appreciate any additional support to help us get to the next step. And here are a couple ways you could donate. And you can put a check or money order within your school supply box when you ship it out to us, or you can donate online. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or send me an email. So what is the cost? We usually open your boxes. You'll see your pictures of the different supplies collected. And then we are going to repackage them into large drums. And the cost of the drums is anywhere from $220 to $450 US dollars. And that's because there's a process of getting the drums picked up from our office, and then they have to be delivered to the shipping company. So there's multiple steps, and it can get very pricey. If you want specific costs or more information on that, please feel free to check with us. How long does it take for school supplies to get to Africa? It averages 3 to 6 months. And that is in part because it may not be directly shipped out. Again, we're filling drums. So it's possible that there may be a delay from the time we receive it till it's actually in a drum and being moved. And it's also, as I mentioned, we have the drums get loaded and then it goes to the shipping company. So that can take 2 to 3 weeks. And then once it gets to the shipping company, it's going to depend on when they are shipping out. So it may sit in their location for a couple of weeks until a big shipment goes out. So it can be anywhere from 3 to 6 months. But by all means, please feel free to always check back with me to see if your school supplies have arrived yet. And I will be happy to share pictures with you and updates with you as soon as I have additional information. Can you get photos of your school supplies being distributed? Absolutely. If I'm aware of what you shipped, if you sent the items directly to the warehouse, then we need to have photos and information in order for me to know that who it came from, so that I could send you pictures. But if you sent school supplies and it's been a few months, check with me. If they've been distributed, we will absolutely have pictures to share, and I will be happy to share them with you. So feel free to check with me. Again, my email's there, amy@developafrica.org. Can you get a tax receipt for your school supply donation? Absolutely. Just let me know that you would like a tax receipt. That can be included in your box. That can be emailing me to let me know that. If it's a tax receipt for the school supplies, I am not going to be able to put a value on that. So it is a blank form, and you can fill in the information as you see fit for that. But as far as any financial donations, then I can provide you with a tax receipt immediately. And if not, you would automatically, as long as I have some way to reach out to you, that I have an email or an address on file, then you will receive a tax receipt in January. Can you send me a letter or certificate showing that I held a school supply drive? Absolutely. Again, as I said before, if you can either email me or include in the box, for example, let's say it's a Girl Scout troop or maybe multiple Girl Scout troops. If you would like a letter for specific students, please make sure I have their names. If you would like a letter for multiple Girl Scout troops, please make sure I have each troop number, and I will be happy to do that. Or if it's a club, or maybe it's 3 or 4 students that do a school supply drive together, just let me know the name of everybody that has participated in coordinating it, and I will be happy to mail or email certificates. Just please make sure I get that information. And another common question is, can I donate school supplies outside of the U.S.? Yes, you can. But my best advice to you in that is please touch base with us, because sometimes there are custom fees, or items will get held up in customs. So it's best for us to know what's going on and what's coming through. For example, if you're wanting to ship a gift to a specific child, it might be easier to donate the funds and allow that item to be purchased either within the United States so that it can be included in our shipment going out, or even actually purchased locally in Freetown or the area that it's being sent to. So our best advice is to please contact us, and we'll make sure you guys get the best way to get your item shipped out. If you have any other questions, like I said, this does not cover everything. These are just some common ones that I hear. By all means, please feel free. There is no silly questions. Feel free to reach out to us at our office or send me an email, and I will do my very best to get you an answer as soon as possible. Thank you again so much for doing this. Please let us know if you have any other questions.
Hey everybody, thanks again for watching these couple of video clips. And in closing, I have here in my hands a pack of notebooks, as you can see, and some pencils. I'm in the back room at Develop Africa, and as you look around, you can see that we have several drums, which are partly filled with school supplies, a wide range of school and office supplies. And we're really happy that we're able to send all of these pens. If you look inside this drum, you will see colored pencils. You'll even see chalk and a bunch of pencils, filler paper. And these are all items that have been sent to us. As you can see, this is a brand new 8-pack. And these are all supplies that have been sent to us by donors like you. People who have collected these supplies and they've sent us to us, and it excites us that we are able to do this, to be able to provide these free to help kids in Africa get a better education. And we could not say thank you enough to you for your generosity, for caring and helping us to make a difference. So in closing, we just want to say thank you again. We appreciate everybody who's helping us to do this. We appreciate both the people who are sending us these school supplies, and we also appreciate donors, people like you who are helping us to pay the shipping to send these school supplies across to Africa. So we'd like to close with our deepest gratitude and appreciation, and just to continue to say thank you for helping us to make a difference. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and bye for now.